Hey, hi guys, good to see ya. Welcome back to Guy's Garage. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a long time, but I've got some updates for you. This video is gonna introduce to you the brand new, well to me, 2024 Hyundai IONIQ 5 SEL rear wheel drive long range. Believe it or not, there are so many versions of this car. That is how you accurately define my new, to me, white Hyundai. Okay, I've been driving this car for a little bit now, and I know this car in and out. Right now I'm washing it so I can take it to Monterey. Gonna be pushing the range. Range says it's like 305 miles, but it's really more like 260 with the air conditioning on. And if you're going 80, which I don't go, you're really gonna get like 220, I think. I do not think it gets anywhere close to 300. So it is comparable to the Tesla Model 3, but you guys, I have fallen in love with this car. It is so cool in so many ways. There's a lot of quirks. There's some weird oddities that I don't like, and I'm gonna show you. But right now I'm gonna spruce this thing up, and I'm gonna take it out for you. All right, I just cleaned this car. It is in fantastic shape. I'm so excited to take this out and show you this car. It is absolutely full of features. Like the weirdest quirk, like this twist shifter for gear knob. And I gotta go, as usual, really fast on the freeway so we can get this water off of my car because I have really hard water here. And what I do, because I'm lazy, I wash the car with microfiber towel, and then I just drive really fast and dry it off. And it works okay. It still leaves some hard water, but it sure beats drying the entire car. You will not believe how many features you get and how quickly this car plummeted, absolutely plummeted in value from new. It is probably one of the worst dives any car has ever had, ever. Because right now I'm running at 17,390 miles on the odometer, and it's less than half of its value. This car retails for $49,495. I bought it for about half that, $24,000 2 years later. That is ugly. That's like every year that it was driven, it dropped $12,000. That's $1 a mile in just depreciation alone. So the person that leased this car did okay. They didn't do terribly because theoretically they gave $3,000 down and they paid $800 a month. So they didn't do too bad. Okay, so I'm here in my office and I just figured I'm gonna go on to some Hyundai website and just plug in the numbers. So you got this 2 years later, 2026 IONIQ 5 SEL. There's two different ones. This one's $49,000 for the SE. This is SEL for $43,000, I guess. I plugged in a fake email, of course. So if you lease it, it's $476 a month with $3,500 down, like I said. But that's for 3 years. You can see it's 36 months. If you do 24 months, you would definitely make money if you did this, because you're losing $1,000 a month in depreciation. So this is a pretty good deal, but I don't know about the third year. I don't know if it would depreciate $1,000. Probably not. So let's just roughly guess it depreciates at $750 a month for 3 years. This is still a pretty good deal to lease it. It seems like these electric cars, because they're basically moving cell phones, they just don't carry the same value as like a Toyota Sienna, which you've seen on my channel a bunch. Those hold the value so good compared to these cars. I've got this dash cam coming. It's a VIOFO dash cam. It broke, so they're gonna give me a new one. And you can see here, it's got a screen on the right and a green on the left. Right now we're just gonna dry the car. So let's dry it. Here's the on-ramp to the freeway. The acceleration on this car is pretty wild. The scariest thing is it's completely silent. That was flooring it. There was like no noise at all. It doesn't even make that whirring noise that my Nissan Leaf makes. If you've been following the channel, that car, the throttle is way more sensitive than this car. This car is weird. It's almost like an ICE vehicle because they try to, I guess, replicate an ICE vehicle. When you floor it, it takes a few milliseconds to kick in. And so that's weird to me because I'm so used to the Nissan Leaf. And one of the coolest things about electric cars is that instant throttle response. So I'm really confused. That is the biggest downside to this car, hands down. As I'm stopped here at the light, even if you do sport, it still delays the throttle. The range is showing 219 miles at 76% battery. So yeah, the channel's been just chugging along. I make very, very little money, but it is cool that it's still alive even after a few months of not posting. So if you haven't liked and subscribed this video, the more that you guys do that, the better I can buy vehicles and have my Weekend Warrior show like I enjoy doing. I only do this when I have free time because obviously I have a full-time job. Here is the 2024 Hyundai IONIQ 5 SEL, it doesn't say it on the car, long range rear wheel drive vehicle. Yes, this is only rear wheel drive. They do come in all wheel drive variants. SEL is like a moderate level. It's a medium car trim level. So it's got a lot of bells and whistles. It is a South Korean traditional car. It's Hyundai. It's got so many weird quirks. I'm gonna start from the outside and just show you why I love this car so much. It's got this pixelation design throughout the car. If I turn on lights, I'll show you this pixelated design throughout the car. Check it out. Isn't that cool? It's got squares here, squares here. Over here on the charge door, if you hold the key, it'll pop up. Look how adorable that little wing is. I covered up the charging lights, but there's pixelation here. Even where you touch right here, there's the squares. It's absolutely everywhere. Look at the exterior. Look how muscular and beefy and compact and how the tires are on the outside of the vehicle. It's those little touches that really add to the masculine vibe of this car. I do feel like it's kind of a lady's car, but it could also be a guy's car. It's kind of rides right in the middle. It's got soft but also hard lines, and it's just, I think, a well-built car. Fit and finish is big for me. You know that. If you know the channel, I close doors, and if I hear a good sound, I like the car. This has a solid sounding closing door. Let me show you the key. If you unlock the doors, this door handle pops out and it's very sturdy. It's like a very sturdy handle. There's a shot of the interior. It's not in mint condition in the sense that it's kind of dirty. I've been driving it. There's like little fingerprints here. This is hard touch plastic. This is kind of soft. The materials on this car are not perfect. You're not gonna get a high-end car. I'll show you the frunk area. That's what they call it on these electric cars. If you open the frunk, see the fit and finish? Look at that. You didn't have to pick any rods up. You didn't have to fuss with it. It just opened. And that's really the theme throughout this car. It just works. It's a person's car. It's not a business car. It's just somebody who drives it on the daily. It just works. And you can see the little frunk here. There's like this cool storage. So if you've got some valuables, you can stick it in there. And then you can even open this. What is under here? What is this? I think it's oh, it's like the guts of the car. There's like nothing in there, but you can hide all your valuables in there. Oh, you got your cabin air filter. That's cool. I'll probably end up changing that because I am driving this car right now pretty much every day. Look how solid, did you hear that? Look how solid that is. It's very rare that you find a fit and finish this good. This is better than old Lexus, and dare I say, that is a high honor. Because when you're running the air conditioner, when the fan's on, you cannot close these doors. It's so airtight that the doors will like stay ajar, which is kind of a good thing. Like, it's solid. It's really, really quiet. If you hold the tailgate, it beeps, and the little motor in this, I think it's in here, in this strut, opens the tailgate. Look at this thing. It's pretty awesome. You've got a handle here that you don't need because it's powered. If you touch this, it goes down. This is how you open it manually. You've got your lights for the license plate. I've got my little dash cam in case I get hit. You've got your little plug back here to plug, well, your dash cam or your whatever else it is. You've got all your basic normal stuff, your anchors. No, I don't have the cargo cover. That did not come with the car, but it does have this weird, check this out. It's like a piece of wood. I got my kid's toy in there, and it's like a little hidden compartment under the trunk space. You can see there is space behind the rear seats because the rear seats slide forwards and backwards for more or less leg. As you're doing a camp out, you can, this is like a drink holder because you can see how flat they are. The taillights are your double as like a camp out. And that's pretty cool. If you hit this button, it's not too loud, it's not too quick. There's nothing really remarkable about the tailgate. But yeah, the fit and finish is near perfect. The actual materials aren't perfect. There's a lot of plastic. It's somewhat boring in design, as you can see, but I think they were going for practical. You can see there's no hump here in the back. There's plenty of leg room. You have remote start. If the HVAC is set at something when you turn the car off, if you push the lock button and then you hold the remote start, it does that exact HVAC setting, and that's it. So if the HVAC was off when you left the car, it'll just do nothing. It just turns the car on. If you had it on auto 72, which is what I usually leave it at, it'll auto 72, which is great when it's hot or if it's cold. You just got to remember to leave your air conditioning set to auto. It's a proximity remote, so if you walk up to the driver door, it'll just pop open. I have a pool noodle behind me because it's the only way to prevent, and it does effectively prevent sciatica symptoms, which is pretty crazy. All right, power driver seat. Nothing else is powered. Of course, power locks, windows, all that stuff is standard. But I'm going to kind of show you around as I pan to my beautiful Hyundai. Look how dirty the screen is. I should clean that. That's why you got kids. You always got your baby wipes. If I want to start the car, hold the brake, press the button, and here is the dash. If you switch between these drive modes, you can see you have Eco, Normal, Sport. I usually drive in Eco because it's the best. And then yeah, it's got all the smart driving features you can think of. Emergency braking, lane change assist, like smart cruise control, pretty much all those features. I'm not gonna go into all those features. The car almost drives itself. You can't like plug in a destination and go there, but on the freeway, it pretty much does driving itself. The weakness of this car is the, as they call it, the sat nav or whatever. This is the cheapest part of the car. So like it's the menu of the car. So like it's not impressive. You've got all these little settings, like this is, there's the checkerboard, like all the squares setting there, the theme. You've got your map. So this is like the working window. This is Apple CarPlay, which is a decent sized screen. It's just the actual car's menu is pretty bad. Nearby point of interest. It almost reminds me of like the GPS Garmin of like 2009. That's really what it makes me feel like. It's dark background. It's just not super friendly, and all the icons aren't the best. Like, why is map that? But you can see, look at the map. It just looks terrible. You also have this thing called Blue Link, and you have to pay for it. I do not pay for it. It's basically HVAC control. You can track the car. It's like what Tesla has, but all the car manufacturers charge a subscription of some kind after a certain period of time. So I don't really do that because the key fob is so smart as it stands. The vehicle itself has some cool settings. You can see driving convenience, smart cruise control, driver attention warning, lane safety, speed limit. It knows like the speed of most of the streets. And the cool thing is it'll slow the HVAC fan if you get a phone call. And it quiets it down because it's super loud. It's not the quietest HVAC. And it activates recirculating air upon washer fluid use. How many times in cars have you sprayed the windshield with all this fluid and it smells nasty inside? It's probably the most toxic stuff ever. It has feature upon feature upon feature, high beam assist. It unlocks the door automatically as you walk up. The power lift gate as well. The remote, if you hold down the unlock, it rolls down the front two windows, not the back windows, but just the front two. And then if you hold down the lock button, it doesn't roll up the windows. So there's little quirks like that. I don't know if it's about safety or they just don't want to add the feature, but that's weird to me. Like, what if you're in the house and it's raining and you want to roll up your windows? Why don't they just roll up the windows if you hold down the lock button? It's not like you're going to pinch somebody's hand. Oh no, somebody's remotely putting the windows up. Like, come on now. Just give us the features that we want. It does down here have this wireless charging, but it's not great. All wireless charging is not as good as plugging it in. You can have different users if different people drive the car. This button right here is for CarPlay. Basically, I set it as CarPlay. You just hold it and then you can choose CarPlay as the standard. So cars, and this is really bugging people on like Reddit, online, I read these reviews. People are so annoyed that cars are in between virtual and physical buttons throughout the car. Like this car is a perfect example. So this car has 3 different kinds of buttons. It has physical buttons, digital touch buttons, and then just like screen. So it's weird what you're gonna get. Up here on the instrument or the headlight cluster, or you can just like wave your hand and it'll turn on. See, you just wave your hand. You just wave it and it turns on. That's pretty cool. This car is not the premium, so I'm missing like the moonroof. You've got your Blue Link here, and then I'm missing buttons there. It has a light up here. It's incandescent. That is not LED bulbs. As I sit here without my noodle, because this goes on my spine, and it's crazy how it prevents sciatica. If you sit here without it, it's kind of weird. It's weightless. Like it feels like it feels almost like you're floating. It's the most bizarre thing. I don't know how they accomplish that. This car does have the technology where it makes noise as you drive. You can hear that in the car. Can you hear that? Okay, that's because my seatbelt's not on. I'm just gonna give you a POV here of this car. That was a pretty crazy acceleration. One of the craziest things about this car, okay, rear wheel drive, electric, and the torque is the car lifts as you accelerate. It's kind of trippy as you first get in and do it because you're like, why does the car feel like that? It almost feels like you're floating. And I don't really drive a lot of rear wheel drive cars because they just don't make a lot of them. I mean, we had like a 91 GMC van that was rear wheel drive when I was growing up. And then I've had I had a Mustang 5.0, like Fox body 1993. And yeah, that car did that. but it's weird to see it and feel it in a car like this. I think they do it because of efficiency, because the motor back there balances the weight. I'm gonna let you hear the car on the outside. I actually feel kind of sick because like I'm getting motion sick. That was kind of torquey. If you open the door while you're in drive, it does not let you drive. See, it locked it. It says to release EPB, fasten seatbelt and close door, hood, and liftgate. This is the EPB. How many times have you tried to drive off? The EPB just released. What the heck? How is it safe if it just released? I-pedal is the strongest. Here's the charge, here's the power. Let's test it. We have power, we have charge. I'm not braking, I'm just letting go of the gas. Okay, now I'm gonna go to level 3. It's not I-pedal. So I'm gonna go fast again. I'm in a parking lot, so it's safe. And then I'm gonna brake. It does charging. Let's go to level 1. And that does charging. Level 0 is no charging at all, which doesn't really make sense because some people enjoy driving without any resistance when you lift your foot off the gas. Picture it, you're on the freeway, you just want to give your foot some brake. Well, when you do that on the freeway, you can't get regeneration even when you hit the brake. So it's like all or nothing. Let's take a look at this. We've got model number 50442REZ, port of entry, HU, Atlas white, ooh. Interior, black. Seat color, black. It's got a pretty nice warranty. 5 years or 60,000 miles. That's pretty good. What is unlimited mile anti-perforation warranted? Is that like the seats? Okay, I just looked it up and it's basically the sheet metal rusting and creating holes. Advanced safety technologies, front, side curtain airbags. Front, side, oh, front and then front, side. Forward collision avoidance assistance, lane keeping assist, driver attention warning, blind spot collision avoidance assistant. Wow, that's a mouthful. Well, thank you so much for watching Guy's Garage. It has been an honor and a privilege to show you this 2024 Hyundai IONIQ 5. I never thought I would like this car as much as I do. It's just because it's a people's car. It's comfortable. It works for everyday driving. And there's so many cars that doesn't apply to. They're just so weird that you're annoyed every time you get in the car. This car kind of avoids that. I don't like this area right here. It's kind of wasted space. It's hard to put bags here and it's awkward to lift this thing up and put stuff here. But, you know, there's little things like that. Until next time, we will see you. Bye.